Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Dom's Media Zone. It's Dom here, and today I'm going to show you what settings you can use on your GoPro to get the best out of the GoPro in low light conditions. So if you want to record videos in low light conditions, what are the best settings you can use to achieve this? So let's get started and let's go into the video right now. Okay, so if you want to achieve conditions such as this one, so how you're watching right now, I'm sitting indoors in a relatively low light room, and I am using two lights to kind of help me out here because the GoPro is not meant really for low light conditions. It is more an action cam than an indoors kind of camera. So the settings you want to use to achieve this are as follows. Okay, welcome back everyone. So here we are. I'm using the GoPro Hero 8 to show you what are the best settings to use in a low light indoor situation for the GoPro. Now you can use this with other GoPros. I even did the same kind of settings with the GoPro 5, and I'm sure you can do this on the GoPro 6, 7, 8 and 9. This is the GoPro 8. So let me start and show you what settings to use. First thing you want to do is go into your preset, click on your preset button, and scroll all the way down until you see this plus button here. We're going to click on this plus button to add a custom preset. Okay, now you'll see this kind of screen here that says choose settings. Go ahead and click the tick box on top and choose a name for your preset. Now you can pick anyone you like, but for me, I like to pick the indoor one because that's kind of the settings we're going for. So, and say okay. Now we've got the indoor preset edit. So what I'm going to do is click on this preset once again. And then I'm going to click on the little edit pencil next to that preset. We can start adjusting the settings that we want to change. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the resolutions frames per second. And I want the resolution to be 4K. Say okay to that. And change it to 24 frames per second. So you want to do 4K, 24 frames per second. Secondly, the lens you want to use is the linear lens. So there's a super view, wide and linear. We're going to use the linear lens because it kind of mostly represents this flat structure, what we want to film. And go ahead, click anywhere on the screen. Hyper smooth, you can leave it at high. Low light, don't do anything. Zoom, don't do anything. So in the Pro Tune settings now, the bitrate, I like to change the bitrate to high, even though the files are going to be slightly bigger, or actually quite a lot bigger, but I feel that the quality is better on the high bitrate. So let's choose that. And the shutter, we want to adjust the shutter. So set the shutter usually to double to what your frame rate is. So I'm going to choose 1/48 because our frame rate is 24. If you use a frame rate of 30, change the shutter to 1/60. So we're going to choose 1/48 because the frame rate is 24. And go ahead and click. Now, here we got auto white balance. So the white balance, I usually like to set the white balance the same as my light that I'm using to illuminate the scene. So my light I usually set at 5000K. You can set it to whatever your light is, but if you're not sure, maybe just leave it on auto. But I'm going to change mine to 5000K to match the output of my light that I'm using. Okay, the ISO minimum. So the thing with the ISO is the lower the ISO is going to be, the better the quality is going to be. It's not going to be very like snowy and too much noise in the background. But also the lower the ISO, the darker the image. So I try to keep the ISO minimum on 100, but I'm also going to change the ISO maximum to 400 in case we need that little bit of a light boost. So change your ISO minimum to 100, ISO max to 400. Now, the sharpness that I used in the video is medium, but you can leave it as high or medium. So medium, you can always adjust it in your post-processing, whereas if you set the sharpness too high, it's going to be kind of difficult to adjust it in the post-processing. So I prefer to just leave the sharpness at medium. And then the color, I like to use a flat color profile for the GoPro because I can then adjust the colors myself. If you don't want to adjust the colors yourself later on in post-processing, change the color to GoPro colors. They're really good as well. Okay, and then if you scroll down, there's some shortcuts that you can add should you wish to. So you could probably put there the ISO minimum and ISO maximum if you wanted to. That's what I usually do. But for this exercise, I'm just going to leave those at default. Okay, and once you've got your profile setup, just come out of that and come out of it again, and there you go. Your indoor profile is now set up, and you can go ahead and start recording your indoor videos with the best possible low light settings for the GoPro. That's how you set these up on the GoPro. Like I said, this can be done on the GoPro Hero 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. They might look slightly different, but these settings will be in there somewhere. All the best and good luck with your videos. And that's it everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it does help you out. If it does, do like the video and do subscribe to this channel, and I hope to catch you next time. Take care and goodbye.